Hey guys, and welcome back to TechGenie. Today we are bringing you a quick video on the best 3 Android launchers you can get for your phone. So without any further ado, let's get straight into this video. Now, the first launcher I have for you today is called Nova Launcher. You've probably heard of it, a lot of people talk about this and there's a lot of videos done about it. Now the reason I've chosen Nova Launcher is for a few reasons. The one is, it is probably the fastest launcher that you can probably get. Now you can get 2 versions, you can get a Pro version and a free version. I'm running the free version at the moment. With the Pro version there are more features that you can obviously download once you've got the app. Along with it being a fast app, there is a lot of customizing you can do with the app. So if you go into Nova settings, there you can see there's a long list of different settings you can change. So if you go into desktop, for example, you can change the grid size. So what that basically means is instead of getting 4 apps on the width of your screen, you can now get 6 or 8 or however many you want. So basically you can then put them in lots of different places and you can move them around a lot more, and it basically makes your home screen a lot more customizable.
Here you can see it's a grid size of about 7 across, and that basically means now, I don't know if you can see those little dots, as I move it around there's loads of little dots where I can place the app. There's a lot more places I can actually put it.
So that's basically what grid size means, so you have a lot more versatility on your home screen. So then you can go into apps and widgets and you can change the icon size, the label size of the text underneath all of your apps. And if you just scroll through, you can go and download the app and have a quick look. There's loads of different things you can do. There are some things that's greyed out and it says Prime next to it. That's obviously because you have to download the Prime app to use those different features. But even if you just get the free app, there is a lot you can do with it still. Final thing within Nova Launcher is all of your recent apps are put in your app drawer at the very top. There's only about 4, I think, and it just selects the ones you use the most, the ones that have been opened the most, and it just puts them at the top so you don't have to scroll through the entire app drawer and the app that you want to open, because most likely it's going to be at the top where you want to find it. Now the second thing within the app drawer is quick alphabet scrolling, I guess you could call it, and that is when you scroll along and you pull down the slider on the right, it comes up with a big bubble with the letter of the alphabet that you're scrolling through. So if you've got tons and tons of apps, it's a lot quicker to find it apps. So the second launcher I have for you is called Arrow Launcher, and this one is basically just changing the design of your home screen completely. If you wanted a complete new relook of your home screen, then this is basically one of the ones you should get. And what this does is it kind of brings a new blurred UI look into your Android phone, similar to what the iOS software does. So if you slide to the left, I'm not going to show you because it's got all of my contacts on there and all of my text messages, but it shows you all of the recent stuff you've done on your phone. So you slide to the right, if you slide to the right, it's on the left. That makes sense. So you slide that way. And basically it just lists all of your recent phone calls, texts, if you've downloaded an app, things like that. Just so if you have left the app and you're doing something, you want to just click and get back into the app where you left off, then you can do that really quickly. Now if you slide to the left, opening a window on the right, then you have a list of your contacts, recent text messages you've sent, recent people you've called, recent calls you've got and calls you've missed. You can just quickly click on it and re-enter a text message or text message conversation that you just had, and you can get back in there quickly without having to go and find your Messages app. Now the other thing it does is it puts all of your apps that you use the most on your home screen. Okay, so one more thing about Arrow Launcher that I really like is if you scroll up kind of from the bottom midway through the screen, you scroll up, it kind of brings up this control center bar, very similar to what is in iOS. And what it does is it lists your most recent apps that you've selected when you open the app, and it lists all of them there, so you can quickly just open them there. Alternatively, you can then click on the app drawer button in the middle and go into the app drawer to open more apps. On the top right you have a settings button which will take you into the settings of the app, and there's not much you can change within the settings, so there's not really much point clicking it. And then at the bottom you've got airplane mode, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, torch, and you've also got auto rotation. So you can just quickly select whichever one you want and open it quickly. So that's it in terms of Arrow Launcher. Now the third thing we have is called Smart Launcher. Now you've probably heard of this as well. Now the reason I left it till third is because it's not my favourite one out of all of them. In fact, my favourite one was Arrow Launcher, and that's the one I suggest is the best one. But with Smart Launcher, the idea is it's supposed to make your user experience a lot quicker and faster to use. The way they've done this is they've ordered all of your apps into different groups. Say you wanted to open an app like Messenger or something like that, all you do is go into your app store and click on the folder that looks like a sort of messaging box, and it's got communication written on it. Now what it does is it lists all of your apps that have some communication involved in it, and it does this for a lot of apps. You have internet, and it puts things like browser, downloads, and the Play Store in there. Games, obviously all of your games. Media puts your music, your photos, and then you've got your utilities thing, which is just basically paraphernalia that it doesn't know where else to put. I would like to mention at the bottom you can see there's that navigation thing where you've got a circle, a box, and a little arrow. That doesn't come with any of these launchers. That's just because of the ROM I'm running. I'm running Resurrection Remix, and that kind of is put there. I can turn it off, but I kind of like it turned on, so that's why it's there. There's no other reason. It doesn't come from the apps, so you won't get that if you download the apps. Now, one thing I would like to mention is in all of the apps they do offer a few wallpapers. The only thing is, in both Nova Launcher and Smart Launcher they don't offer many, and in Arrow Launcher I think is the best one for the wallpapers. They offer quite a few. You can see me scrolling through, and there's a few there. There's not like thousands, but they're quite nice. The other ones are just a bit boring and a bit samey. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. That's just the best 3 launchers you can get for Android. If you want me to do another video like this, don't forget to let me know, and I'll do some more research and find some more launchers and things like that. Anything like lock screens or how to customize your Android, leave it down below in the comments and I will do a video on it if I think it's a cool idea. But I'll see you next week for another video. Live long and prosper.